Hello, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well this fine Tuesday night. Splatoon kind of jump scared us today, didn't they? That's right. We got not only confirmation of third kits coming in 2 days. Urchin Underpass is coming back. But Splatoon is getting a spin-off game exclusively for the Switch too. Which means that every single Splatoon fan now feels this lingering pressure to get the Switch 2 if you haven't already. So, congratulations, nobody. You're welcome to getting extra pressure for getting the Switch 2. But yeah, besides the teasing, they are already announcing some of these third kits. So, this beginning part of stream, I started a little early. Oh, I started as early as I could because I just got home from work. But what will we be doing here is we're going to go check these out together because, oh, that's a live chat. Hey, that's all you fellas. Look at that. But no, we're not looking at y'all yet. Sorry. We are going to be checking out these third kits because yay. So let's go ahead. Hold on, I'm just adjusting the overlay slightly so I can actually like do what I want to do here. Perfect. Okay. That's as good as I'm gonna get it. And we're gonna be, I'm gonna refresh the whole page here just to make sure this is up to date. Starting off, we got, hold on, can I show my, can I have the live chat on this side and still read? That's what I want to know. Does that mess up the overlay at all? Doesn't look like it does. Okay, sweet. Perfect. Now I can see what y'all yap about while I yap about the weapons. First up, the Rapid Blaster Pro WNTR is a weapon made for use in extreme cold coming from Barazushi in the Splatlands, bringing the heat with suction bombs and tactic cooler for a rapid blaster. Ooh, okay. Suction and cooler for rapid does sound pretty solid. Splatter scope camo is a weapon. Oh, camo because it's camo. Okay, that's funny. Another Barazushi. It sacrificed the ability to hold a charge for longer. Yeah, wait. What's the kit? Hold on, did I mess over that? What's the kit? I'm assuming the kit's gonna be the same as this. Let's see what it is. Sprinkler and crab. A sprinkler crab charger. That's okay. Interesting. Also, hi Pearl. Hi Cat Dogs. Hi Sloth. Hi Julian. I didn't say the proper low. Hi Blaze. Hi Nobody. Hi NCT. But no, okay, so Rapid has suction and tactic cooler. Charger has sprinkler and crab. Pro Friesen, FRZN, is a pro with 10 of missiles and splat bombs. Oh, that's going to be annoying. That's going to be annoying, but that's going to be so funny. Also, I love, like, the naming conventions, like Cam-O and, like, the camouflage design. And, like, winter. It's, like, wintry themed. And freeze. But yeah, Splat Bomb, Teta Missile, Pro is interesting. Let's see, Wiper got Curling and Zook. Pearl, you won. Pearl, you won. That's a really fun-looking Wiper. Genuinely, Curling and Zuka, I can already imagine. Like, Curling is already, like, the best sub-weapon for movement. No, I didn't. No, you don't like that? Okay, I thought that was a win. I see that as a win. I'm going to play that weapon because I think anything with Curling like that is really good for movement. I'm better than you, and I don't need your redundant Wiper kit. See, I like that personally, but to each their own. So I could have gotten there isn't more redundant combination in the game. Well, I like Curling for movement option. That's just me. I'm like the biggest simp for Curling, so I'm fine with. I'm excited about this kit. I'm sorry to Gabe, we don't see eye to eye on that, but that's what. Hey, this is a prime example, chat, of like the different weapon kits having different play styles and different preferences. I prefer my weapons with Curling. The Tri-Slusher Ashen is... No, we're getting screen weapons, chat. No, why? Why are we getting more splatter color? Oh my god. Oh, this sucks. Splat bomb and screen on a try. That's annoying. Oh, wife. What's my wife? Wall and Zuka. Huh. You know what? I think I could cook with that. I think I could cook with that because, like, the thing with Paintbrush is, like, the wall can be very protective and the Trizuka is good for, like, extra spacing. I think I can work with this. I don't know how it'll be. In my mind reading that, though, I'm thinking of some possibilities. Because I do love me some pain. I love pain. Dapple Doolies. Got Killer Whale and Splat Bomb. I feel like there's a lot of Splat Bombs, right? We got Splat Bomb and Screen. We got Splat Bomb and Killer Whale on Dapple. No, it's Curling. Yeah, Splat Bomb and Missile. That's 3 Splat Bomb kits already. Carbon, Fizzy, and Chump. Hold on. That's the Bamboo kit, isn't it? Yeah, Bamboozler has Fizzy and Chump. That's funny. I find that silly that Carbon and Bamboo share a kit there. Splash-O-Matic, Toxic Mist. No, we're not getting Zipcaster. No, I was hoping we'd get the Zipcaster Splash-O-Matic. No. Oh, it's so over. We're not getting Zipcaster on a Splash. No. Notice we have confirmed that when playing update 9.3, that just is a Switch 2. We plan to resolve this issue with version 10.0 going live on Thursday, June 12th. Okay. The last one... Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Thanks for jump scaring me with a Jet Squelcher, Nintendo. Very cool. Jet Squelcher, Cobra. Triple Splashdown and Burst. Ooh. I'll have you rolling over in no time. Nah, I'm good. I do love Paintbrush, though. I do. No Dynamo yet. Looks like they're just going over the Barazushi. The number one thing that I think is going to be fun for me, I think this is the most, like, unique kit so far. I really do think, this is going to get me playing Wiper again. Because, like, I don't know about you, I love Ninja Squid Curling Bomb. Ninja Squid Curling Bomb is my favorite combination in the game. This sucks. I hate this. This is one of my least favorite kits so far. Boo screen weapon. Boo. Boo screen weapon. We hate screen weapon in this household. This I'm cautiously curious about, I'll say. I'm cautiously curious about this paintbrush. Whale on Dapple on the Dapples I think could be silly. I think I could play around with that. I think this could be fun. Carbon's just bamboo kit, which I think is funny. I'm not sure about this. This is a trapping kit. Toxic Mist and Ink Storm, this is going to be a kit that like heavily relies on trapping your opponent and leaving and like, you know, minimizing movement option. So I think that's going to be fun to trap your opponent. Because that's like the most benefit I see right there. So I'm going to turn down the in-game audio slightly because I hear the in-game audio over my music and I want my chill vibes music. But yeah. First Tutorial will also include some adjustments for the Nintendo Switch 2 so to make it more smooth and detail. Yeah, Urchin. Ooh, footage of Urchin Underpass. I didn't see this. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, this is just a repeat of the footage we've seen from the trailer, I think. Looking at Urchin here, though, Urchin looks pretty similar to the original. It doesn't look like they butchered it like they did with Flounder Heights, which, thank God. Because my biggest problem with Flounder Heights and Splatoon is that it seemed like they butchered it. Like, they, like, made it less unique and made it small. This feels like a bigger map, which is good. Oh yeah, this I'm excited about, the matchmaking with the weapon power. I'm curious how that will play into things because my biggest ick with playing ranked is coming across like competitive people who do nothing but play competitively, and me who just mostly plays Turf War and is a casual. All right, let's see if any other new kits were. Yep, there we go. Mini Splatling. 1 minute ago. Wow, I'm timing this really well, actually. Yeah, busy cooking at the moment. The Mini Splatling RTLR is a weapon with a deep jungle aesthetic. Squid, Beacon, and Zuka. I'm gonna hear it so they know exactly the tone I'm going for. Well, I mean, I could kind of put two and two together because, like, you know, Bayonetta, very flirtatious. I do say I gotta love, like, I love the patterns. Like, they feel very detailed and, like, very Splatlands-y, which I think is good. Especially, like, the color scheme here kind of reminds me of the, Now or Never 7 color scheme. You know what you know the Now or Never, like, Now or Never 7's outfits. It looks like they're reusing some of their color palettes for some of these weapons, which I love. I love a good old classic referencing, especially with like some of these frozen weapons and like this in particular. You see like the silver like sticking out at the end there. That just reminds me of the Now or Never 7 outfit so much. Okay, nothing yet. We'll keep on waiting because they just are casually dropping them. We could also check the wiki too. Hold on. Splatoon 3 wiki. I just realized for like milliseconds I revealed my search history, but that's fine. It should be fine. I don't think there was anything. But there should be a what? Splatoon 10. Hold on. Version 10. Yeah, version 10. Maybe. Uh-oh. Why it acted like internet go burr? I'm Ethernetted in. Why are you not? Okay. There you go. Splatoon 3 version 10. Not updated yet. This page. Future. Yeah, they're not updating it yet. Come on, Wiki, get to it. They're announcing it on Twitter. Add it to the Wiki. Hello, Mike. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, let's just keep refreshing here because I know it's like every 5 to 6 minutes they just drop in a new kid. It seems like. How many do we know so far? Out of the 30, we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Technically 12, 11 if they count the scope as one weapon, which they might. Like the scoped and unscoped. But you never know with Splatoon. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Oh, here's something. Maximize freshness is being raised from 5 stars to 10. Rest assured, the EXP you've collected after reaching 5 stars will be counted. That's because that is a variable in the code. And the variable does store up more. So because of that, we might, like, once the update happens, we might already have, like, a 6-star weapon. Because, like, they already count, like, the fresh or the experience in the background. It's just after this update, now we're going to be able to see it. Which makes me excited. XD past 5 stars is tracked in the app, I think. Is it? Is it already there? Did the app update for that? Because I think it was still said freshness maxed when I checked. Give me a second. Because, like, I didn't see that prior. I'm checking my app now. Yeah, next freshness up. Oh, yeah, my roller got nuked. Hold on. Where's my roller? My roller's just gone to the void. Hold on. That's because it's... Yep, it's already in the app. Okay. This is my 5-star roller. My 5-star roller is going to be 6 stars after 79,000 experience. Okay, so they did update that in the app. Okay. So I don't have any 6 stars yet, chat. But my roller, my V roller, is almost as much freshness as my order roller. Can you see DMs real quick? I mean, I could try. Misa could try. And thank you, Pearl. Wow, Pearl. Thank you, Cuddle. I'm totally not getting my sibling confused with my viewer. Totally not, or anything. It's fine. Oh, here we go. H3. Predator-inspired weapon. Yeah, it looks like an anaconda, kinda. Or a snake. Suction bomb and... Wow, they're really doing, like, what? Ink Strike, Trizookas. That's getting suction and Trizooka. That's interesting. No Cherry H3, Sag. Bam, 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 bam. Let's see. The kid is cool, but no cherry.jpg. True. I do like that they are going for a unique style at least, but like I do understand the miss of nostalgia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's still 2 more. That's supposed to happen, I think, tonight. Let's see if they already announced it over here. Oh, they did. Oh, okay. Okay. Camping shelter creme. Let's see. Decoy flyer is super chump. Poison mist is toxic mist. So it's toxic mist and super chump for Tenna. And then, ooh, okay. And then Yusa. What are Yusa? Nice ball, I think, is Booyah Ball. I think that's Torpedo and Booyah Bomb on a reflux. That's actually really silly. Hold on. If Nice Ball, I think, is Booyah Bomb. Torp Booyah Bomb on a reflux is so silly. Also, yeah, I love the inspiration here. It's so cute. The reflux is legit milk. It's crazy. I'm gonna drink that because milk never felt. Yeah, Booyah Bomb and Torp. I knew it. Okay. And then, like, we now know it's going to be Super Chumps and Toxic Mist for Tenna. That's pretty cool, chat. We now know all the kits. Or actually, half the kits. We know 15 of them. I think the other half are going to be revealed later. But now we know the first 15, which is all the Barazushi ones. We'll try to keep updated. We'll, like, see if, like, you know, if they do post more, we will be sure of it. I wonder if Oatmeal Done's posting about it. Probably will. Yeah, they stopped posting at, like, 10. Yeah. No, ew, get this AI out of here. Boo! Boo AI and Elon, boo! Get this out of here. I just want to translate the post. Yeah, Toxic Mist and Super Chump. Cool. Alright, we'll stay tuned to that later. That's Discord, hold on. And, okay. We'll pull that back up in case something does happen. Like, you know, they decided to announce more kits, but that's the first 5. That gets rid of all that gross tough from the Twitter site. I might need to look into stuff like that. But there we go. Now we have that information now, which is cool. I'm gonna drop into a turf. Y'all know the rules, and so do I. Neom. I had to do the glitch one more time before, you know, Nintendo decides to nuke it forever. Yeah, I love squid rolling on nothing. It's great. Don't you all squid rolling on nothing? Kids stay for turfing, but have a good night. Have a good night, Jelly. Yeah, I'm sure they'll announce the others, like, either later or, like, tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, but I think the update drops at 8 p.m. It could be wrong. Sephiroth? Do 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 do. Sephiroth. Alright, let me Storm. Hello, Akeem. Hopefully you're doing well. We just, like, literally went over all 15 of the kits from Barazushi. We're still not sure what the Embers kits are. Sephiroth should be in every video game, some banger tweet. And, I mean, it's a banger for a reason, because it's speaking facts. Oh. I'll drop that storm. Oh god, I'm cooked. I knew it. 15 out of the no, it's 15 out of the 30 weapons technically. Actually. I'm so cooked. Me every time I get splatted. Oh shit. Ski. Okay, we're good. We are good. Feels interesting for me now because I'm in the middle of the day. That's crazy. That was crazy. What? Also, by the way, this is out of context, but I'm strangling Alola Ways / lighthearted. We were just like chatting about the Splatoon shoot, I already forgot the name of it. It starts with an R. The spin-off. How am I forgetting it already? But Raiders, thank you. My brain is not very good. But yeah, we were yapping about Splatoon Raiders in the Insane private. And Alola Ways goes, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe we finally got Splatoon Island." And I'm like, we're not calling the DLC, we're not calling it Splatoon Island, please. Please. Not again. It's just like, no. Nuh-uh, we're not calling it Splatoon Island. I was already reminded of Splatoon Island because of a certain Vic Vion. I'll say yes, we were calling it. No, we are not. Chat, I swear to God, if I do a live Let's Play on it, which look, I'm a Splatoon, I'm going to. I don't want to refer to it as Splatoon Island. It is Splatoon on an island, but we're not going to call it Splatoon Island. I agree with that. I think it is connected to Salmon Run because of the teaser with that like giant eyeball. I think it's definitely some kind of salmon creature. Number one, and number two, the logo is like very salmon vibe. Like Splatoon Raiders, you know, raiding and like the treasure hunting and everything. I feel like the salmons are connected. I'll even settle Splatoon Archipelago. I would rather call it Splatoon Archipelago than reference Splatoon Island. The mechanic's outfit also resembles Grisco gear. True. Also, can I just yap about that mechanic, by the way? We don't know the name of the protagonist, right? I'm just gonna refer to them as the mechanic. Why are they such, like, that gave me such gender envy. Looking at that character was so androgynous and also like femby vibes. I'm like, how dare you? As I'm like just discovering like things about myself, how dare you drop a character that gives me gender envy in the Splatoon universe? How dare you, Nintendo? How can you do that to a poor NB like me? Also, they're just Shell from Portal. I mean, that's also gender envy, though. That's also gender. So my point still stands. I just killed King Bob. King Bob is dead. That I could be a new King. That would be cool. I hope it ties into salmon, because like I would love salmon lore. I want more salmon lore. Also, thank you, Pearl. I saw your compliment about the thumbnail art. I am very happy with how that turned out. That was designed by Pudding on Blue Sky. They did a really good job, and I really like the vibe. Chat, help me. I laughed really hard while sipping water, and uncomfortable things happened. Oh, no. Water got up my nose. No! I guess you could say, oh, noes. I'm going to see myself out. Don't worry. But it is funny because I usually already say "oh no's," like "oh no," but in like a cute way or like a silly way. Oh, hi Beacon. Bye Beacon. I can't believe I just barely got that splat. I am so good at this game, chat. Well, I killed Jerp's team. Hi, Jerp. Oh, noes. Think we still got this because paint, go burr. I love Big Swig. And some flew out of my mouth. Oh, ewy. That's so sad. I started to get here. I'm just gonna turn that down. And yeah, I want in-game sound effects last, then lo-fi, then my voice. Take the stars, my console art wasn't in front of me. Thank good. That good. But yeah, I don't know, chat. I'm really excited for Raiders because, like, actually, I'm just excited in general, chat. You know, one of the things I do at work. Remember to hydrate. Oh, I actually have my water next to me. I'm actually about a quarter of the way through with it, but thank you. But yeah, one of the things I want to yap about is genuinely in between work when it's slow. I usually just like scribble down like notes on like a notebook or like a sticky note or like a small sheet of paper. And you know what 99% of that is? 99% of me just like jotting things down is actually like scheming content. I may or may not love being Jackogień, chat, if y'all couldn't pick up the like me enjoying what I do, because like there's a reason why I stream pretty much every single day. I do enjoy what I do quite a bit because it combines my love for gaming and with like hanging out with folks, and like that just like fuels me. It fuels the fire in my soul so much. Tomorrow Switch Online's gonna expire. Oh no, and right before the big Splatoon update. Hopefully you get that renewed because yeah, Splatoon update's literally tomorrow, probably at 8 p.m. Eastern. But yeah. Legit chat, like, I'll be honest with you, I adore streaming. You should still take better care of yourself. Don't worry, I'm taking 3 days off. Ignore the fact that I'm doing like 4 days worth of double streaming next week. I mean, what? Y'all don't know my stream schedule yet. Smile. I'm totally not doing like a million live streams or anything. Look, I want to grind Anarchy series now that they're updating Anarchy series to be weapon specific. I want to grind it. So I'm doing like, I'm scheming for Anarchy series grinding live streams before I leave for work because like my fam's away, and because my fam's away, I can stream more. Yeah. All right, good night, Ak. Peace, love, and good vibe. Also, I think Ak might be immune to your teasing, Pearl, considering Ak has a SO. I don't know. Is that just me, chat? Am I alone in that department, or is that actually something that people like actually have an immunity? Like someone else has that immunity? Because genuinely, that is something I noticed. The only time teasing doesn't work on me is if I have a SO. That's like the only time. So hello, Corey. Hopefully you're doing well. McThickums is a crazy name. I just realized that. Their name was McThickums. That's wild. Alright, we'll continue. As long as you join my pool, CantDoJack, you can drop in. If you need the invite sent out, let me know. I'll back out and do a new drop in, and that should push the notification. Right. I'm so ADHD brain. I'm sorry. I'm like bouncing all over the place, but genuinely one of the things I wanted to yap about was like, yeah, I'm like always like when I'm at work, if it's slow, I have like small notes and sticky notes and things right in front of me. Also, nah, Joseph. And I'm just like jotting down ideas for content. And alongside of that, I'm just like trying to think, okay, what am I streaming like the next week or two? Stop. What I'm thinking about streaming the next week or two. What other like things I should scheme, like other live Let's Plays, if I should like host any polls or anything. By the way, I'm posting a poll tomorrow, probably around noon, or like in between mowing tomorrow because I have to mow before work. But I'm gonna like make a poll because I kind of want to know what should be my next Pokemon live Let's Play. If people want to see, you know, Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Violet, or if you think I should just hold off and wait until Legend ZA. Because I also want to do Bonanza, you know? But I don't know if, like, okay, should I, like, put a pause and, like, not do any Pokemon stuff until ZA comes out? Or should I do something? Because I will, a little bit of also another, in the mind of Jackogień, I am also scheming what games I'm going to be slowly adding to Surprise Saturday, and one of them may or may not be Pokemon Rogue. So, you know, teehee. There still could be Pokemon content, potentially, with Surprise Saturday being a thing coming up. Schemy scheme. Ding. Hello, Starlo. Hopefully you're doing well. What's CRCW? Oh, Sonic Racing Crossworld, right? I forgot that acronym. That is a game I would be willing to live Let's Play. But that's not what I was majorly scheming. What I was majorly scheming was Nintendo releases. Because I'm mostly a Nintendo creator. And Nintendo's where most of my heart is. So, with their dirty little schemes, I mean a little... I'm not too bad. Miso thinks. But yeah, I'm trying to scheme up, like, stuff like, I would love to do Deltarune, and Stars in Time. There's a lot of games I would love to Let's Play. I know I'm doing Bonanza on launch, and I'm gonna mostly, when games come out, I'm gonna try to do games at launch. So, like, I want to do, even if I start a live Let's Play on, like, Emerald or something, or whatever wins the poll, if people want a Pokemon Let's Play before ZA, I will, like, try to, like, fit that into the schedule to finish that game before ZA comes out. Which, I mean, ZA doesn't come out until, like, mid-October. So there's plenty of time. Which is helpful. What's your thought on the new Splatoon trailer? I'm really excited for for it. I think Pokemon. I was just yapping about Pokemon. Splatoon Raiders seems like an interesting spinoff. Obviously, we don't know much about it, but I am very hopefully optimistic. I've been hoping that we'd get a Splatoon spinoff for a while now, because like as much as I love the base games, I do want something new and fresh. And this like also helps with giving Deep Cut more love, because I know a lot of people were agreed that like, yeah, Deep Cut doesn't get enough love. This definitely helps Deep Cut a lot. Legend Zaza is coming out in October, not November. I agree. That makes me wonder what's going to be the November game. My theory is this. I have two small theories in regards to that. For starters, we know for sure Hyrule Warriors Imprisonment is winter 2025. We know that for sure. That is something that Nintendo themselves confirmed. I think that's going to be a week 1 December title. I almost guarantee that, because they did confirm the Hyrule Warriors Imprisonment War is winter 2025. We still don't know the release dates for several games coming out this year, including Kirby Air Ride and Metroid Prime 4. No, I meant in general. No. I don't think we're gonna get another Pokemon game for like another year or two. No, I meant in like general Nintendo. We know for sure Imprisonment War is winter, and they said it on their website, winter 2025. So I think that's just gonna be a December title. I think that's gonna be Nintendo's December title. I think that leaves, in my opinion, I think Kirby or Metroid could be in November. I think it is also possible there's only one game that's coming out in August. August, September. We don't know actually any game that's coming out in September. Air Ride could be a September title, or Nintendo could jump scare us because it's Mario's 40th anniversary in September. And we haven't got anything Mario. So Nintendo could be cooking something up Mario-wise. I mean, besides Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World's like an exception, though, because that's like the launch title. I mean, specifically for Mario's 40th and Annie, I think they're going to do something. My theory is that they could very much, for the next few months, do a new game and then an enhanced Switch 1 game. So, like, in July, for instance, July we're getting Bonanza, and then we're getting Jamboree is like the enhanced version for Switch 2, right? I think Nintendo's just gonna keep up that pattern if they can. So I think, like, then Drag X Drive. I think Drag X Drive and Kirby and Forgotten Land will both be in August. And then September could be a new game like Air Ride, and then like an enhanced version of an old game. I think October is just gonna be Legends, because it's a brand new game. So I think it's just gonna be Legends in October. But yeah, I'm just excited because like I'm looking at, I literally typed up to Colonel. I typed up a giant list for my buddy behind the Colonel of like everything we know that's coming out between now and like literally early 2026. And literally it's like Bonanza, Jamboree. We know Drag X Drive is summer of 2025. So I think that's just going to be an August title. I really think that's just going to be sometime in August. We know, yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land and like the DLC thing. I think it's like Star Cross World. Yeah, it's Star Cross World. Wow, that was a close game. Star Cross World is coming out on August 28th. Legends EA's in October 16. Imprisonment War is winter 2025. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be December. I'm only really classifying Nintendo releases right now. I'm talking first party, Akeem. Yuka Replayly is a completely other studio. I think that's Team 17. When I say Nintendo releases, I mean first party Nintendo IPs. These are franchises and these are games that are exclusive to Nintendo. That's what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about Nintendo exclusive first party franchises. And alongside of that is, you know, Metroid Prime 4, Kirby Air Riders, Splatoon Raiders. Splatoon Raiders, I think, is 2026, chat. I really don't see Splatoon Raiders being a 2025 game. If they prove me wrong, I will be more than happy. I'd be fine with that. I'd be okay with that. If it's like a well-polished product thing. If it's good, and if it's ready, and you want to release it this year, go right ahead. But I really don't see the timeline that Splatoon Raiders is 2025. I think Splatoon Raiders is going to be 2026. We know that Tomodachi Life and Rhythm have been our 2026. I bet you they're going to either get Switch 2 enhanced versions or there's just going to be they run better on Switch 2. Although I could just totally see them releasing Switch 2 versions of both those games. Because Nintendo does want to double dip and get as much money as possible. They are a corporation first and foremost. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm still looking forward to 26 more Rune. Wait, what do you mean 26 more Rune? What's that? What? Oh, Delta Rune? The three genders. I am inevitable. I am Steve, and I am all of me. So true. I think I would identify as I am all of me. Actually, I'd be half I am all of me and I am Steve. Because I am Steve is like such a shit posty like gender. And I could see myself as a shit poster. I am all of me. Like it start out like as Steve, but it's like I am all of me. But yeah, I don't know, chat. Genuinely, I'm geeking out a lot more than I have in a long time about Nintendo because I genuinely... Y'all never seen me excited for, like, a new era of Nintendo before. Like, when I became a creator, it was 2020. We were already 3 years into the Switch's life cycle. We were pretty much wrapping up with like Smash Brothers character roster and everything like that. Like, I never really got to show excitement for anything outside of insert the clip of me yelling, it's Splatoon, oh my god. Because like I did react to the February direct where they revealed Splatoon 3. But outside of that, y'all really haven't seen like y'all haven't really seen like me be as overzealous and excited for a for like new games or anything. I think I haven't really shown that side of myself because like, well, as I mentioned, like I really only came into the streaming scene in 2021, and at the time the only thing that y'all really saw me excited about was like, well, Splatoon 3's announcement, and like Kirby the Frogore. Shout out to Penny Snap Q cover. I'm gonna have to check that out. I think I might have already seen it, but I might be. I don't know. My brain's not really braining. I have too much going on in my brain. But no, like the fact that I wrote up this whole list and just like started analyzing. Okay. When Jamboree comes out, I'm gonna probably like start doing a lot more of those streams again. When I want to do at least a few streams of Dragx Drive because Dragx Drive seems silly. Kirby and the Frogore, I'm gonna do a live let's play on that. Starcross World. Obviously I'm gonna do a live let's play on Legends ZA because I love Pokemon. In President War, I might not do any content, but I probably can slap it in Surprise Saturday. that's something I might do. Is like, even if it's a new game and I'm just getting it because, like, you know, Nintendo collector, I'll probably just slap it in the surprise Saturday, because why not? Jack, cuddle. As I see, nuh-uh. Ganondorf. Speaking of Zelda. Final is eating me. Help, Jack. Drink coffee and study. Don't study the night before either. Just like, or study the night before, but don't only study the night before. Trust me. Like, genuinely space it out and, like, start drilling stuff into your head. Don't just do it the night of, because that could be dangerous. I'm gonna have to eat again. I wake up at 3. Why are you up this late? Cuddle. Go the F to sleep right now. And don't come to my streams when you have to wake up at 3 in the morning. I swear to God. I appreciate you being here. But take care of yourself. Don't worry, I'm just gonna bonk Bunny in the back of the head with a pillow when we go to TMG. That will guarantee that it sleeps. The dapper gremlin will actually be able to sleep. I want to join? Okay, I will back out and do a new drop-in. I napped, Jack. Well, you should lead with that. Lead with that. Say, oh, don't worry, I napped. But still. My point still stands. Like, I'll knock you out with a pillow. Nah, I'm good. I have this thing called coffee. I don't need to sleep. Sleep? Never heard of her. Are we going to 10-star roller? No. Unless Splatoon 4 takes like 3 years, I don't think I'm going to 10-star my roller. I will 3-star every weapon though. So all those new kits, I'm going to 3-star. Because I want to 3-star every weapon in the game. That is something that's staying. Hello, Pugizzy. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm hitting you with a pillow at TMJ. Same. We're gonna have a pillow fight. Act. Let me bonk that this way. Oh wait, Perry raid. I haven't heard from you in a hot minute, Perry. Hopefully you're doing well. Feel like it's been forever, but hopefully you're doing swell. Hello, the great me. Welcome in. Yeet. Do that everywhere. I was trying to help. Alright, this way. Let's go, I rickrolled. We'll have to Splatoon 3 again. Well, now's the time, the great me. They're making a huge update in 2 days where they're adding 30 new kits and they're adding back Urchin Underpass. So now's the time to get back into Splatoon 3 because they're updating it. Hello, Perry. Hopefully you're doing well. It's been a hot minute, but hopefully you're doing nice and well. Can one of my mods please yoink the link? Please and thank you. As a thank you for Perry. And hopefully you're doing well. It's been a bit. And hello, Isaiahs. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for coming with the raid. If y'all don't know me, I'm Jack. I'm mostly known as a Nintendo and Splatoon creator. And a little bit of variety. Yep, I am hopping out of this match after this so that I can send a new drop-in code for people who do want to join. Alright, come on. I almost got the kill. Come here. Let's go. I think we won this. Hello, Daily. Hopefully you're doing well. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully you are as well. I'm working a wacky job schedule, though. I'm working 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern. So I only stream at, like, you know, midnight now. What are you trying first on the update? Probably Pain. Paintbrush is one of my mains, so it makes sense for me to try out the new kit first. They don't get enough. I get fine. I only need, like, 4 or 5 hours. It's okay. All right, let me back out so that we can hopefully get new folks to drop in with us. Remember, when I do a drop in, it just sends an invite to the CantDoJack pool, and then you can join me through the pool. Sub, stick around. Hopefully I can get back in S3. If not, I mean, hopefully you still enjoy the vibe, the great me. 8 hours a day, got it? Nuh-uh. Your flirtation / trying to get me flustered won't fully work because I am spiteful and stubborn. Grr. I'm becoming immune to a degree. I'm totally still not red in the face or anything. Totally not. So how does a game work? I only play Smash Brothers. Well, it's a third-person shooter. It's a teams of 4. It's a 4v4. I'm playing Turf War, which is the base game mode. Where you basically paint the floor, and then whenever you beat up the enemy explodes into your color ink, and you're just trying to paint the world with your color. And the matches are 3 minutes long. So it's like, it's hard to explain if you only play Smash. Trying to think of an equivalent game to Splatoon, but really, there's not really any other game like Splatoon, which is why I really like it. It's also very, like, it has a lot of themes in it that I personally like. Like, there's a lot of themes revolving, like, self-expression and, like, finding your place in the world that are, like, with the lore, which I really like. I like games with a lot of lore, and Splatoon has a lot of good lore in it. And then I write my own lore based off of Splatoon because I'm a nerd. By the way, funny you mentioned Smash Brothers. I'm probably going to add that to my Surprise Saturday list as well. I'm creating a new series. Well, not really a new series. It's a revival of an old series called Surprise Saturdays. I may or may not be scheming to add Smash Ultimate as one of the games that could be randomly selected. But we'll see. I don't want to spoil too much of what I'm scheming. I just wanted to let y'all know I am cooking. I'm going to try to cook as much as I can. Because I want to, you know, do goods. Oh man, a lot of DCs are happening. It looks fun and simple. I mean, it can be very complicated sometimes. Trust me when I say top level, like, competitive people in Splatoon can do some wacky stuff. I definitely play more casually, though. I'm definitely more of a casual gamer. Like, I respect competitive, but I definitely... And I do like competitive rivalries. Like, for instance, like, I have my buddy behind the Colonel. Me and him have been, like, equal skill level our entire lives, and I've known this, that fella since, like, 4th grade. Keep in mind I'm 23 now. But yeah, ever since I met that guy probably 13, 14 years ago, I think it's been. We've been on par in every single video game we've competed against. And so I love friendly rivalries like that. But sometimes I don't like things too competitive. Easy to pick up, very hard to master. True. That's a good way of describing it. I think I'm content with, like, being... I would say I'm about average. I know I mostly play turf, but I still think I'm about average considering I'm over top 5,000 I got. And whenever I did play series religiously, I was like top 3,200, somewhere around there. So I just don't want to, you know, the best way I can describe it, I just don't want to be, you know, undermined, I think is a good word for it. I don't want to be, you know. Hey, Shy Guy. Thank you for raiding me as well. Holy smokes, that's 2 raids now. Can someone please grab Shy Guy's link? Hopefully you had a good time with Marmaker. Hello, raiders. Hi, Shy Guy. Shy Guy, you're a mod. You can plug yourself. Shy Guy, plug yourself right now. I was here already, but I was over there earlier, teehee. Nice, nice. I come to make your night better. Well, thank you. Hopefully your night is good. We started the night with reacting to the new kit reveals on Twitter, which was like all the Bear Zushi ones. Like, so there was like 15 of the kits revealed. And then we've just been yapping about a lot of different stuff. Mostly me scheming. I'm scheming a lot of like future content, Smile. Let me like plug myself to the wall real quick. True, get like, you know, get some energy, you know? Saw me go through the 5 stages of grief over the new wiper. Here's me. Yeah, good job. Only time self-promo is allowed is if you raid me, Smile. Meanwhile, me on the other hand is like, I'm sorry, I'm addicted to curling bomb. Any weapon with a curling bomb, I instantly like fall in love with because like I know like you know how many years of experience I have with movement options with curling bombs. Oh, the tri-slusher is pain. I don't want to talk about this. And why are they bringing back a screen weapon? Why? They should have never done another screen weapon. Oh, kits. Oh, let me explain that to you. Splatoon has these different weapon sets, and they're called kits. And it basically means your different special weapon and different sub weapon. Splatoon is adding 30 more of them in about 2 days as like a massive update. So there are what is known as third kits because it's the third variety basically of like the same main weapon with different sub weapons. Then you want my eyes dead? Apparently true. Same here. Yeah, didn't you see the updates in literally 2 days? It's June 12th. The update's in 2 days, Shy Guy. That's why I nuked my I was gonna like do my Brothership finale stream on Thursday, and I'm like, no, I'm not. Also, I added a little bit of Mario Kart World music, Smile, if you couldn't tell. This is the first one that got played, but here we are. Mario Kart World music as part of my Turf War and Vibe playlist. No, wait. Thursday, I'm off. Let's go, Shy Guy. Part of the new update coming soon? Yeah, so here, let me actually demonstrate for you, Corbin. So I'm going to back out. I'm not going to back out of the lobby. I'm just going to go to the weapon selection screen for you. Also, I'm going to change my shirt. I don't need sub-saber. Okay. Let me explain this. So, let's go here. I'm going to change my shirt quick. But yeah, let me explain weapon kits. So, I'm using this weapon right now called a Big Swig. There's two versions of them. The Big Swig is like the first kit, and Big Swig Express is the second kit. They are the same main weapon that functions the same, but their sub-weapon and their special weapon are different. So that because of that, they play differently. Yeah, it is still the update's technically tomorrow at 8 p.m. I think Eastern. Also, oh my gosh, another raid. Hello, Splat Nation. Hello, M14. You were my third raid of the night. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Hopefully, you're all doing well. Can someone please grab Splat Nation's link? Also, yeah, I know it's tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm working. Sadly. So I'm still gonna stick to my Mario Kart World stream tomorrow night, and then I'm just Thursday during the day. I'm doing like a massive 10-hour stream, almost. At least an 8-hour stream. I will do at least an 8-hour stream on Thursday, dedicated to Splatoon version 10. 8 hours. Yep, I'm gonna do 8 hours straight. I'm only gonna take a break to feed my doggo and microwave some food for myself. But that's sort of what I'm cooking. And I'm gonna be joined by other insane members like Flota and DerpyG and Sky Strainer and Alola Ways. Hello, everyone from the raid. Hopefully you're having a swell night. If you don't know me, I'm Jack or Jackogień or Ojin. Just call me Creature or they or Jack. Whatever floats your boat, really. Mostly a Splatoon streamer, but also variety and Nintendo. Very Nintendo-based, I'll say. Nintendo-focused. But hopefully you all are having a wonderful Tuesday night. And hopefully you all are excited for Splatoon Raiders. Oh my gosh, I got raided and Splatoon Raiders is the spinoff. Whoa. That's crazy. But hopefully you all are ready for that when that game comes out. And I hope you're ready for third kits. And Urchin Underpass coming back. Just so get me in there. I mean, it's an Insane private, but I could convince Flo maybe to go into Insane collabs. Or if you just want to join me, I'm going live an hour earlier than everyone else. Smile. My body is Reggie. So true. Whoa. If other mutuals want to join me, I could go in a collab server or something so that more folks could join and guest star. New Splat profiles are up. Ooh, I'll have to renew those and grab those. Is a conscious manifestation of demonic energy. That sounds based. That's good. Archer in the past. Now it's back. I'm excited. True. The collabs. Wait, which day again? Thursday. I'm going to do that on Thursday. So I decided to nuke the whatchamacallit. I decided to nuke my Brothership stream and my Banjo-Kazooie co-op until next week. I DM'd Crow. I was like, hey, I'm sorry. This is massive. Can we just skip? I'm half quoting Pearl Steven Universe. I mean, also based. Pearl quoting Pearl. Pearlception. Might be able to. Yippee! I need to make sure some of y'all are in this Splatoon collabs. Or the Insane collab. Because, I mean, that's meant to be a server for, all our mutuals, really. If you're not in here, I'm going to yoink you in here. Let me just take a look. Okay, no, you are in here, Shy Guy. Nobody, are you not? Nobody, get your ass in here. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I created Insane. If it's a problem, I'm going to deal with it, but I'm yoinking nobody's ass in here. This is not a threat. This is a promise. She's like, get in here. First game, fist bump. Yippee. Yoinking the sploinky. All right, I gotta actually give people the collab buddy role because there's some people who just don't have the collab buddy role who need it. So I'm going through the server. I'm adding the proper roles. There's people in here who, like, we also haven't collaborated with in forever, but it's fine. Boop. And boop. And nobody. Add the role. I'm just gonna say hi, Jack Gremlin. And then I'm gonna play the actual video game because I'm throwing. I'm so good at my job, chat. The other team has gay for tartar. That is so based. It's wait. It's worn what? Yeah, oh, I'm 14. Hold on, man. I had some nasty games in Knockout Tour. It's worn you out. That's so valid. I love Knockout Tour though. Like, I'm probably gonna stream Mario Kart World later, or next week. And I think, what calls it? Yeah, I'm gonna probably do a mix of Knockout and versus Mario Kart Battle Royale. True. I hope you're still enjoying Mario Kart World regardless, because I definitely am. I already have 15 hours in the game, if that says anything. Ah, dang it. Hello, Bravo Star. Hopefully you're doing well. See, I would just like point an arrow at myself and then I would just say pan for probably Oct. Also Harmony. Harmony is just... I see Harmony, okay. My personal headcanon for Harmony is she uses she, they. That just fits her aesthetic way too much. Playing Knockout Tour for the first time is amazing and yet crazy. It's true. I could only imagine Metro Gaming. It is an experience and I love it. It's genuinely so much fun when you get as many people as possible in a room. Uh-oh. Dang it. I fumbled. I joined the room. Sounds good, Corbin. You're more than happy to join us. Or more than welcome to join us. I'm more than happy for you having folks join us is what I meant. 1am brain. For many Pokemon, teehee. Sylveon's based. Sylveon's like a creature or like a Pokemon that's like so adorable. Nope. Nope. Okay, I'll trade. Nice trade, Starlo. Trades rights real and true. Have a dip, go to bed. Tucker out. Have a good night, Lancifer. Whoopee! Shiny Sylveon base 2. So true. Yeah, for go 0 and 13. Oh noes. We love trans folks. True. Very much so. I mean, there's probably a good chunk of folks in chat. Technically, I fall under the umbrella, I think, as somebody who's NB. Especially when I'm leaning more towards femme presenting, which I do from time to time. Trans folks, yippee! High five. There you go. Whoopee! That's what the white on the flag represents. That's so cool. That's me. I'm the white heart, chat. That's Misa. Yippee! It me. It Yusa. True. I don't think I have to say it because I'm using Pride Art for like the remainder of the year, but or not the remainder of the year. Although I could very much easily do so. But at least for the remainder of the month, happy Pride. I could very easily, yeah. I'll tell you what, if folks, or I'll alternate. That's what I could do. Like some streams I could bring it out, some streams I couldn't. You know. Well, I mean I could for every one of them, but I mean like I could just like surprise sprinkle it in. Well, thank you. I mean I do agree because like, chat. I'll be honest, my own soda gives me gender envy. Like, I sometimes look at the mirror and then I look at Jack and I'm like, grr, give me that. Give me it right now. Although I do like my hair right now is kind of getting close to Jack's hair. Like I'm making, it is like nice and long and it's getting longer, which I like. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. What else is a for soda and Splat soda for? That is true. Just like, that's what Misa wanna be. Misa wanna give off the Use vibe. Bonk. Oh crap. Grr. Do 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 do. No other kits have been announced except for the 15, right? Or did Nintendo just be like, let's announce even more? Well, after I decided to start playing Turf. I'm just like genuinely curious if they did pull a silly and do that. Also, I just realized out of the 15 kits we got, we didn't get a single, whatchamacallit, Wavebreaker. No Wavebreaky. Nintendo has forgotten about Wavebreaker. I can't believe it. Nintendo forgot about Wavebreaker. Yeah, no, they didn't announce anything else. Okay. I just checked on the Splatoon. Oh, clearly I did. You can see me checking. I forgot you could see me do that. I forgot I had the window capture up. Whoops. Just Jackogień. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, just I fed Judd catnip. Smile. That's all. Also, hydrate, chat. If you have something to hydrate, you should hydrate. So chat, out of curiosity, is there any this is a opinionated question about Switch 2. Is there any games that don't have a update or a expansion / upgrade? So like when I say update versus upgrade, Splatoon 3 is getting a Switch 2 update to help with like graphics and performance. It's not getting an upgrade. Upgrade is like, you know, like Kirby and the Forgotten Lands getting an upgrade. Because it's getting like the DLC in a Switch 2 version. I'm going to bed. I'll watch the rest of the stream on my TV if I can find it. Okay, have a good night, Corbin. Peace, love, and good vibe. Uh-oh, I'm cooked. Finishing my gear sets, about to join to work on Recycle 2. Okie dokie. But yeah, my question for chat, for y'all, is like, is there any game that hasn't been updated or upgraded that you would want? Like, what would you want to see as an update or an upgrade, like a Switch 2 edition proper? Because for me, there's one game in particular that comes to mind right off the bat that has actually been updated but hasn't gotten an upgrade, and I would love, if another game's not coming in the series for a bit, I would love if this got an upgrade, you know, like DLC and things like that. And I think for me, that game is Pikmin 4. I know Pikmin 4 got an update to run better, but I would love an upgraded version that like added like new stuff to it. You know what I mean? Because I think Pikmin is a really good franchise, and I think it would be cool to see a better, bigger, better Pikmin. Or a Pikmin collection too would be nice. A Pikmin collection for Switch 2 that includes Pikmin 1 through 4 and also just like refurbished and revamped, I think would be insane. You think Gen 8 Pokemon? I think Gen 8 Pokemon should get an update for sure. Like, Gen 8 didn't get an update. Scarlet and Violet did, and Scarlet and Violet runs at a smooth 60 with a free update. I would love if they did that for Sword and Shield, because, like, there's still a lot of people who love those games. You know, and, like, prefer those games over others. So, making it run better would, like, all it needed to do, all it would need is that. I also think if we're not getting any new sports games for a bit, I would be okay with them doing something like that for, like, Mario Tennis Aces. Because Mario Tennis Aces is a really good Mario Tennis game. Miitopia, yes. Because Tomodachi Life is coming out next year. Miitopia would go crazy. I think we lost that. I would easily, and I'm talking easily, drop $80 for like a improved Miitopia with more content. I would. And I would re-live Let's Play that game from the very beginning. Because the thing about Miitopia is like, Miitopia is sort of like etched in time. And what I mean by etched in time is like, when I did my Miitopia live Let's Play, that was 2021. And a lot of the characters in that game were people who were actively in my community back then, and the people I collaborated with most back then. That included people like the Squidiots. I think Corrupted Hyena was in my party, which I think they still could, because they're still my main Ocean artists, but they're not really active in my community like they used to be. So I'm not sure. But, like, I knew another mutual, John DeFish, was pretty active. I haven't seen that guy in probably, like, 2 years. So Swoostic was a big part of that, as, like, Swoostic was the king in Miitopia. And, again, I barely see Swoostic. I spoke with him recently about game development stuff, but, like, you know. point is, whenever you go through a Let's Play of Miitopia, you usually use the people you're surrounded with during that time frame of your life. And there's been a lot of changes in the 4 years since then. And I think I would definitely, if I redo a live Let's Play, if they make like a Miitopia 2 or an Miitopia Switch 2 edition, or Switch 2 version, with like upgraded DLC and stuff, I would love to rerun through that game again. I'm on a 36 losing streak. Oh no, sorry to hear, TM. Hopefully you bounce back from it. Love to see a new Miitopia playthrough with Jackogień. I could show you the old Jackogień. Or it's like, they exist, the VOD exists, where you can see in the thumbnails Jackogień. I think I could make a better Jack me. Oh, Wudo would be fun to add. And some of my other OCs like Shadow. And like, I could easily add in Lynn as well. I think adding Lynn would make a lot of sense, really. I could add in Lynn. I could add in the announcer. I could add Hex as well. Who else would be fitting? I know those three are the big three, but I'm not sure who else. What's another voice I really do that fits an OC of mine? Not quite sure. That gave me whiplash for a second. Oh, what? You're not used to hearing us? Well, I know Jack hasn't really been the best at keeping up with their voice acting, but we're all here. Even if we don't talk very frequently. Yeah, I mean, I only really talk when I feel like it. And when the spirits say to. I gotta keep some of my old me's. My current Blorbos and Sona design. That's so cool. That'd be cool. Also, yeah, a little off top, like a little back, actually segueing back on topic of the voice acting. Generally, one of my favorite things to do, I don't know if this makes me sound crazy or not. I love voicing out character interactions so much. Like, genuinely, like, imagining how, like, my characters would interact with each other and voice acting it out is some of the most fun things I can do to just entertain myself. It's just like thinking of these like interactions, especially when like two characters like have strikingly different like personalities or like energy levels, or motivations. Like Hex and Announcer for sure. I got a voice trained like yesterday. So real and so understandable. I'm gonna see my weapon freshness here. Should I keep going with it? I kind of want to swap though. Tell you what, I don't think me and Cuddle are doing the H3 for a little bit. If I feel like doing a little H3, that's only 30,000. Actually, let's do this one. Let's bring this guy up to 30,000 here. Okay, there we go. I'll play with this for a little. But yeah, I don't know. Voice acting's fun, chat. Long and short of it. And if you can have characters that are completely different in some aspects interact, it's so fun. Pay a voice therapist for something it's technically possible to do at home, but also, can't do anything without clear direction. Yeah, I wish I could be an actual good teacher, Pearl. I would love to help. It's just really hard because, like, I just kind of stumbled into it. I think what helped is like I already have a very dynamic voice that naturally fluctuates a lot, which made me really easy to change my voice. You know, like being able to go out of on a drop of a hat and suddenly I'm all the way up here with these sort of voice inflections versus like down here, which is like how I guess kind of close to default. And of course I can go all the way lower, down, sort of what I do for Hex. It's just really hard to verbalize that because, again, I was just sort of always had a dynamic voice, and I just try to like focus in on how my voice dynamically shifts. I'm so cooked. Triple splashdown inside a big bubbler is the bane of my existence. You know what's funny? I just was like having a daydream while at work about what would be cool like if I was like a Professor Jack. But I don't think I can be that good at teaching then if I can't even help out of folk. So who knows? It's a neat idea, but I don't think that's the timeline I'm heading in. Owie. Professor nuh-uh. Be Professor Jack. Or Ochin. Professor OG. Oh, Professor OG sounds cute, actually. Yeah, I can't play this weapon. I wanted to work on it, but everyone's playing like their good weapons. I'm playing a weapon I don't even know how to use, so I'm gonna swap to one of my better weapons. At least one of my 4 stars. I don't know if it's rolly time, but I'm definitely gonna play one of my weapons I'm better at. If I'm just gonna get cooked and sauteed for just wanting to experiment, then I'm gonna not experiment and play a weapon I'm actually good at then. Good to hear, Pearl. Yeah, let's work on one of my 3 stars I'm actually good at. Dowsers. Dowsers at least I'm good in zone. Let's see the new Splatoon kits. Yes, we did, Lily. We live reacted to it on Twitter. I'm a bit split on some of them. I was hoping for different ones for Paintbrush, but I can live with it. I can work with it. It's fine. Live puppy reaction. Gotta get out of the negative ranks. That's fair. Twitter stinks, I believe. I mean, I am technically gone from Twitter. It literally says on my Twitter account, gone to bluer skies. I literally was like, yeah, nah, I'm not active on Twitter at all. I'm on Blue Sky. I just want... Oh, see, about that, TM... They said Raiders is a Switch 2 exclusive. They said that... They literally said, like, this is only coming out on Switch 2. Raiders is not... Raiders is a spin-off game and it's coming out on Switch 2. So... about that. They're not going to. Sorry to disappoint, but they're not. Well, I mean, it's probably not going to come out till 2026. So that gives you plenty of time to, like, I guess, start saving up. Start saving up $600, $500 for the console, and like $80 for. No, it's actually gonna be probably $70. $70 for Splatoon Raiders. I did say earlier this stream that Splatoon Raiders is gonna probably convince every Splatoon fan to get a Switch 2 now. Even if it makes their wallets please. That was a smart move on Nintendo to announce this so early. This is gonna make every Splatoon fan want to get a Switch 2. So I was right about my prediction. I think they're still gonna call it Splatoon 4. They could start doing subtitles now that we have like Raiders as a standalone spinoff. But I think like because it's a spinoff, they could still easily be like Splatoon 4. I could still see that happening where they call it Splatoon, like they make Splatoon 4 and they call it Splatoon 4 regardless of Raiders existing. Because then it's like separate, right? Like Raiders is like it's you know canon, but like it's a spinoff. They said it themselves. I think the Raiders is going to be like every single other, depending on how much content is in it. I think it's going to be just like every other default Switch 2 game and be $70. Because that's how much Donkey Kong Bonanza is. That's how much... Actually, we don't know how much Drag X Drive is. Depending on how much Drag X Drive is, I could see Raiders being the same price as Drag X Drive. If Drag X Drive is cheaper. If, like, there's not that much content in it. I think Nintendo will price their games based off how much content is in them. Hence why, you know, Markar Whirl is $80. So it just depends on how much is in Raiders. It's like a fraction cost of Super Mario RPG. I mean, Super Mario RPG is, yeah, the default 60. I don't think that's greedy either. Super Mario RPG is a very packed game, with enough content in it to be justified as $59.99. Hours of gameplay, Super Mario RPG. Yeah, Super Mario RPG, to do a completed run of it, meaning like all the side quests and everything, it's still a 25-hour game. 25 hours, I think, is justified for that price, in my opinion. Yeah, Mario RPG has a tons of little secrets, so if you try to do everything, it can still be like a 40-plus hour game. Brothership is a 40-plus hour game, easily. Mario and Luigi Brothership's actually closer to like 50, 60 hours if you do every side quest. Brothership's definitely $40. Or not $40. Brothership's definitely 40 hours and I think justified at 60. Anyways, I have labs very early in the morning, so I'm gonna take a shower now. Okay, Pearl. Might be back, but we'll see. If you're not, hopefully you have a good rest of your night then. And of course, as always, peace, love, and good vibes. But yeah, I'm just saying that I think depending on, I'm gonna just stand by that. I think depending on how much content is in it, I think Raiders could be the normal $70 price tag if it's filled with enough content to justify that price point. If it's like a small game with like a, you know, when I say small game, I mean like under 20 hours of gameplay. If it's a small game, then yeah. Call them Nuh-uh. Don't do that, mods. I will unmod you if you do that. Nuh-uh. But, no, genuinely, yeah. Oh, yeah, get used to it. People like to tease me because apparently my reactions are seen as funny whenever I get flustered. So that is a running gag in my community to try to get me flustered, apparently. More so Pearl. It's mostly just Pearl. I mean, and a few others. Nobody's hit me with the tilde a few times. Joseph's just like, here, have a tilde, smile. Oh, and cuddle. I should say, and cuddle bunny. So there's a handful of folks. Uh-oh. More than a regular story mode and or sandbox game that can be multiplayer with some friends. I would love for like a multiplayer side mode, right? Like I think Splatoon Raiders should be primarily single player with like a side mode that involves more than one person. Oh, that's not gonna happen, TM. I'm sorry, they're not gonna drop it to $200 from $449. That's just not happening. Not with the state the world economy is in. Let me tell you something about financials, TM. Nintendo's selling Switch 2 at a loss. The price they're already selling it at, that $449, it costs them more to make the console than what they're selling it for. Because of the technology in it, because of, like, world issues. Nintendo's selling the Switch 2 at a loss. The reason why they make money is because they're making more money on the software sales. Things like Welcome Tour and Mario Kart World and, you know, stuff like that. That's where they're getting their money from. But Nintendo's losing money on the hardware. So they're not going to drop the price on it when they're already losing money. I'm sorry to, like, be a realist here, but I'm telling you, that's not happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a full lobby. We'll play this full lobby. We'll play 2 games, and then we'll rotate. That's the rotation rules we typically do. Alright, let me type this up so y'all know. Alright, there we go. We could get... I could see that happening, where he actually plays deep cut. I could see that. That'd be really cool. That would be pretty unique, too. That would be the first time you ever play as a playable idol. Or have a playable idol, I mean. So that would be unique and different, and I'm down for. Sorry, Kiwi. Get dowsered. Do-do-do-do. I mean, I've never played through X and Y, but I don't understand the hate. I think X and Y are hated because they're easy, but I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. I think they should have it like a leveling curve so that it's like somewhat more difficult, or like at least balanced difficulty. But I don't think X and Y deserve hate at all. I think the Pokemon designs of that region are good. I think the champion's cool. I love Mega Evolution. I like the box legendaries too. The box legendaries have some like interesting lore. We're a bad guy. That way. Owie. Give it a Mega Lucario, but still I like it. And it's a fun game. Yeah, I think, like I said, yeah, I think it's easy, but fun. And I don't really understand. I think they're overhated. I have to give it a proper chance myself, because I haven't, you know, done so. But I definitely think just on paper, people go grr at it for, you know, for what? Also, I don't think there's many Pokemon games I dislike, I'll be real. Trying to think what other... As silly as it is, I kind of want a 4-star bamboo. No, I'm not gonna do that tonight. Eventually. I eventually will, but not tonight. Let's just go with the milk. Alright, this is game 2. I'll back out after this one and we'll do a new rotation. Meant to pin that earlier. There we go. If we get a new Pokemon type, I think sound type would make the most amount of sense. Sound or light, because we have a dark type. It makes sense to have like a light type. Okay, Gabe, very rude to give me a communication error and not let me rejoin. Oh no. Don't worry, we'll rotate after this one here. Tell you what, that's another interesting idea or thought. If there's not a new Smash Brothers in the works for a bit, I would be okay with a Switch 2 edition of Ultimate with like a third fighter pass. I would be okay with that. Because Smash Ultimate is still just overall a really good game. I would not mind a Switch 2 version with like upgraded. You know what I mean? Like I would be content with that. I don't know how many other people would be, but if a new Smash Brothers isn't on the horizon, like, you know, not planned for like the next 3 years or something, I would be A-okay with Smash Ultimate, you know, Smash Ultimate Deluxe pretty much. I know that might be a hot take, but I do think Ultimate still holds up as like a really good game. That's not happening. They said themselves in an interview that they're not going to consider characters that did not originate from a video game. But you know what that does mean, though, still? Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku originated from a video game, technically. Hatsune Miku still could make it to Smash Brothers. That is something that could happen because she's from Project Diva, I'm pretty sure. That would be like sort of like my number one pick. If we can't have a Mario RPG character, like I would love if Gino or Mallow or like even like someone silly like from Brothership, like Technicky or Snoutlet. I don't think that would happen, but if we can't get a Mario RPG rep, I want, I don't know. Hatsune Miku would be probably my go-to for requested character. That, and I want more indie characters. Like, I would love for, like, Shovel Knight or Shantae or, you know, even, like, is the main character of Celeste named Celeste? I don't know. I need to play Celeste. I'm going to soon. Or like Colt, or like the Lamb from Cult of the Lamb. I really think Shantae should be in Smash though, because I mean playable character. You know what I mean when I say in Smash. I mean like an actual playable character. I could see they could like nuke the assist trophy and make it an actual character. Same with like I would rather like Bomberman be an actual character. Bomberman. I want Crash. Crash would be fun. Because like the thing is like I already got like some of my dream characters. Oh, I was supposed to rotate. Oops. I'm gonna rotate after this next game. My bad. I went to Yapaholic and I forgot to rotate. We'll rotate after this next game here. But yeah, I would love. I already got like the characters I really wanted, like K. Rool. K. Rool and Banjo were like two of my top because I love Rareware, and I love Donkey Kong 64. Like. I remember growing up, I believe I was about 6? God, it was young though. But I remember very clearly it was a Thanksgiving and it was rainy. So what we did instead of like playing football or street hockey or the typical things I would get dragged into, we played a Nintendo 64. And like they decided to play some single player games and just have like pass the controller around. And that's like when I got introduced to like King K. Rool and Donkey Kong 64. I got introduced to like the original Smash Brothers. I don't know if Project Diva can get her in. True, but I would love to. I think, honestly, actually, hot take. Project Diva can get her, and I would want her to. Here's my thought with coming up with any character for Smash Brothers. I believe firmly that if any character originated from a video game, Sakurai could make it happen. My number one reason for this mentality? Sora. I think Sora proves it. Sora proves that Sakurai and the Smash Brothers, like the Sora team, and like the Bandai Namco team that makes Smash Brothers, / everyone in the development process for any Smash game here and now, has the skill set to negotiate with any company. If they could talk to Disney of all companies, even more IP protective than Square Enix, by the way, to get Sora in Smash, I think any hurdles of Hatsune Miku would evaporate. I really do think so. And with Hatsune Miku becoming more and more of a crossover character, I think it's more of a matter of when than if for Miku and Smash. I genuinely do. With Miku being added to Sonic Crossworld, being added to Fortnite, I do really, really think he has a solid chance of getting in the next Smash Brothers, whenever and if ever that may be. Although I know right now I'm super excited for Curb. Oh, and Fall Guys too. Yeah, I forgot about that. She was in the Fall Guys collab. Still, point is, Hatsune Miku is becoming almost as big of a crossover character as Ryu from Street Fighter. And that's saying a lot. I also kind of want, Phoenix Wright. I think would be fun. Oh yeah, Super Monkey Ball as well. Yeah, Miku's heavily tied to Sega. But I think Sega, as much as Sega's teasing Nintendo right now, I think Sega and Nintendo are still buddy-buddy. I think they're just friendly rivals at this point. I could see it happen. I'm just saying, I see the vision. I see the timeline. I could see Hatsune Miku making it into Smash Brothers. As silly as it sounds on paper, I think it has a logical possibility of occurring. I was gonna 4-star every shooter, but now we're getting another shooter. Why is there so many shooters? Whatever, I'm going back to my big swig. Oh. I keep forgetting to back out. I'm just gonna do that. See, this is what happens when I'm talking about Hatsune Miku. I forget about everything else. I forget about everything else because Hatsune Miku takes priority. Yeah, I don't think a Call of Duty. I think if there's gonna be any shooter rep for Smash Brothers, outside of Splatoon, of course, I think it should be Master Chief. I think Master Chief is the most Microsoft representative you can have. We already have Banjo. We already have Minecraft Steve. I think Master Chief and Doom Guy or Doom Slayer. Because technically that's a Microsoft rep now. Technically Microsoft owns Bethesda. Also Microsoft technically owns Activision. So I would also want Crash or Spyro. Or Spyro, I'll say. I think Spyro would be a little bit more creative of a moveset, but there's potential. We need official Doom Guy and Isabelle interaction. Actually, yes. We should have that. Because, there was the tease that, Isabelle and Doom Guy are married. And it's it'd be so cool to actually have that, officially interact. Outside of, the Mii costume. I'm talking, the actual character. I do not want Jonesy from Fortnite in Smash. I get that it would be huge. But me on a personal level, I do not want that. Because my number one thing with Fortnite, I don't give a flying crap about any of the original characters. pretty much any of the original characters, with the exception of a few of the like. There's very few characters that I think are aesthetically pleasing. Like that, like wolf in the suit. Oh, whoa. But anyway. Besides that, I don't really care about Fortnite original characters. Oh, whoa. So I don't want Jonesy or any character like that in Smash. I think Fortnite's better as like a silly crossover. Like what it is right now. Like Fortnite is like the everything crossover. You know how some people say like the nothing burger? Fortnite is like the everything burger. Fortnite is like every topping imaginable on that burger. You have Hatsune Miku, you have freaking like Marvel, DC, Disney, ooh, good FB files. I mean, I was yapping. I don't know if that's good or bad, but welcome back. I was just yapping about how Fortnite is like the ultimate like silly collab, and then I was yapping mostly about Smash Bro and what character I would want for if they make a Switch 2 edition of Smash Ultimate or just a new Smash in general. Bonk. Gosh darn. Solid Snake's also in Fortnite. True, that's Konami. So Konami's in that. Owie. I think I'm cooked. What do you mean by Goomba jump scare? Is that Cuddle? Is Cuddle the Goomba jump scare? I gotta use Bayo. I'm gonna actually chat. Hold on. I need to look up a video. Chat. I might have been called out ages ago and didn't realize it until now. I'm pretty sure. There was a video. There's like this creator who's like, "Hi, here's what your Smash Brothers main says about you." I think I distinctly remember them mentioning that Piranha Plant is like non-binary. If you made Piranha Plant, you're non-binary. Guess what my number 2 best character is that I alternate between alongside King K. Rool is? It's Piranha Plant. I think I was called out for being an NB before I even realized I was an NB. Which, wow. Why you gotta do this to me? I don't need to be called out like that. Okay. Yeepy on. But I don't want to go yeepy. Although I do have to mow, but I want to go more than 2 hour. I want to go to like 2.5 hour. I don't want to go bad. I want to go bad. I want Splatoon. I want Splatoon. Oh, you're partial. Yeah, true. Because girl thing. Yo thing. That means you are. Yeah, you are partially NB. And then me, I'm just thing. But sometimes I want to be femme presenting thing. So I'm femb at time. Other time I'm just, I like the androgynous. DC. Whee! You think my 82 license would be enough to buy all the weapons? Oh yeah, there's only 30. There's only 30 weapons coming out. So 82 is plenty, Ragdy. I think NSO didn't like you, TM. NSO said no. That sounds good. You sometimes just need to recalibrate and try again another time. So hopefully you have good EP, and hopefully you bounce back from that, TM. Peace, love, and good vibe. Yeah, what's nice is even if you don't have enough licenses, there's still, you know, you get like a license every time you 1-star. Get 4 licenses while playing with Chirp. Sounds cool. I don't know how many licenses I got this stream. I can check. I know when I checked earlier in the day I had 8. So I think I might have 10. All I know is I'm streaming a lot on the actual day, and I think I can easily get every weapon. Because I'm gonna work on like 1-starring all of them. It's been forever since I 1-starred a weapon. It feels weird having to do that again. Owie. By the Donut Sea Wiper and the Gay Octave Brush and 2 other things immediately. We love the Gay Octave Brush. I can't wait to try out the pain. I think wall could make it funny. Like, you know how Big Swig has like a wall? I think paintbrush with a wall is gonna be a little silly. Octobrush with a auto bomb. That would be nice. It'd be cool to have a S2 reference kit. Cause what we got? We got Zip and Rain. And that has Beacon and what, Suction Bomb? I think off the top of my head. Neom. Okay, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. Fireball! Do 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 do. I can't believe I memorized some of the kit for a weapon I don't even utilize that often. That's kind of wild. It shows you like how visual my memory is. So this is the fabled Tilted Towers. Shadow the Hedgehog getting dropped into Fortnite. Yippee! I'll take the GGs. I'm like, I know what I know, and that's about it. Tell you what, we're just gonna keep going until 2 a.m. here, so probably 1 or 2 more turf. And then we'll do a proper outro, That should take us right to about 2 hour and 15 minute, and then we can raid somebody who is still alive, if there still is somebody. I'll look on the World Wide Webs. Let me look. Oh, Troid's still alive. We'll go to Splatroid. Because I think Splatroid raided us the other day, so it'd be nice to return the favor. Can raid your bed and get some well-earned rest. I will then. Don't worry. Trust me, I kind of want some rest considering I have to mow the yard tomorrow. And I work. I'm not gonna be a happy pup. I am not. Also, I blame you. I never referred to myself as pup until you said something, so grr. Grr to that. Owie. Guess what happened to me, DC? Last traffic. No. I don't want to admit to that. I'm just OG. I'm not a pup. I'm 23. That's old. Owie. Let's skip this song. That song's long. I'm not feeling that one. Let's do that. I'm gonna go this way. And keep my distance. No Sharky for you, Jerp. I said, nah, this is a no shark zone. Sorry, fellow Femby, but not happening. Wii U is underrated. I agree. Wii U is fun. I'm happy we're getting our Underpass back. And also, I love Nintendo Land. Speaking of. Pretty sure this is Nintendo Land at night. Which is a reference to Super Mario 3D or Super Mario World. I'd love a Nintendo. Same. Nintendo Land sequel would be so nice. I think we got cooked. Oh well. GG. We got one more game. I'm gonna try to do the quick loading thing where I hold down. And then we'll wrap it up for the night and raid Spot Droid. Delicious wolf. Why do you want to eat me? I'm not on the menu. Just because I'm cooked doesn't mean I'm getting on the menu. Well, yeah, like, but, you know. I meant cooked as, like, I'm washed. Like, I bad. Moo. Another Markar whirl. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming it on Thursday though because I work tomorrow. But I am excited for Third Kit and Urchin Underpass return. And also, I really want to play more Markar World. So I may or may not be doing free roam tomorrow. I'll make up for it by doing an 8-hour stream, though. Jack! Yeah! What up? I saw you misspell smile. Sorry, Skitty. Sorgi type. You not play Penguin 3 Deluxe? Oh yeah, I hear it's glitched right now. I hope they fix it. Ah, typo. You said tired. You said should go to bed. I know, very hypocritical, but look, it's easier to give advice to friends than it is to give advice for myself, so. Minor spelling mistake, argument invalid. I think we're gonna win our last game here. Teehee. I'll go to bed after this match. Same here. And maps and modes updated. Let's see how many licenses we have. I don't think caffeine is a substitute for beauty rest. Oh, I do. Because I don't need beauty rest because I know I'm ugly. Yay. Wow, I gambled 5,000. I got 6,000 back. I profited off gambling. Money. All right, let's see. Nuh-uh. That's just not true. Also, we have 9 Sheldon licenses then. I think that's a decent number. Yeah, I'm not getting any higher than that with my 246 level. I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip the. Oh wait, I was gonna skip Moo Moo, but it's fading out on its own. Perfect. This is a nice chill song to do an outro to. Exactly the vibe I was hoping for. Chat, type ratio if you think any of Jack's RSSPG tubers are cute. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Also, I don't need rest for my PNG tubers. They're just always like that. Because they're, like, designed to be, like, my ideal self. So, it's okay if Misa IRL doesn't look as good. So, it's okay. But, regardless, thank you all for joining me for another late night Turf War and Vibe. I'll be honest, I don't know how much more there will be of these types of late night streams because I'm trying. I'm not very successful, but I am trying to look for other employment. And ideally, I would love a Monday through Friday, like 7 to 4 or 7 to 3 or like 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 type like career defining job. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I like being security, like, like, you know, night guard or guard in general. But, like, I went to college for game dev. I went to college for IT courses. So I'm trying to get something IT related. And whenever that does occur, my stream schedule will go back to streaming, like, pretty much evening and early nights and less of these like late nights, unless I feel really motivated and like can't sleep. But like for the most part, I'm just late nights are gonna eventually one day hopefully fade out and we're gonna go back to streaming, like start streaming starting at like 7:30 Eastern or something. But that's the future. I know I'm Team Future. I like looking towards the future. But right now... Playlist, why would you put Shoddy like a melody? Mario 64 Slacker. I'm trying to do an outro. Ah... Okay, anyway. This is what we're gonna raid for. We're gonna raid with this music. We're gonna do hashtag Jack raid. That's spelled wrong. Ignore that. Raid, R-A-I-D. We're gonna head over to my friendo, Splatroid. Spread some peace, love, and good vibes over there. And Shoddy's like a melody in my head. Let's go raid. Raid, raid, raid. Go. Spread the peace, love, and good vibes. Go, go, go. And I'll see you all over there. Have a lovely rest of your night. Peace, love, and good vibes. Thank you all again. Bye-bye.